I know I said I wasn't going to do no more videos until Friday. However, I really wanted to talk about this whole Celebrity Big Brother situation between Roxanne Pallett and Ryan Thomas. Now, if you don't know, Ryan Thomas used to be in Coronation Street until he left last year. And Roxanne Pallett used to be in Emmerdale years ago. And basically what's happening is this big incident has arose in one of the episodes of Celebrity Big Brother. Ryan and Roxanne was talking and he was shadow boxing, and he didn't touch her. You didn't see him physically touch her with the shadow boxing, but she basically screamed ouch and called him a woman beater. And then she went into the diary room. You don't know about Celebrity Big Brother? Several celebrities or several normal people go into the Big Brother house and they're cut off in the real world. They're not allowed to use any phones. They can't watch the news. They can't read the newspaper, magazines, nothing. They just can interact with each other. So that's what they was doing. They was interacting with each other, and they was standing, and there was another woman there. I'm not sure of her name, but there was another woman there who was watching the interaction going on, and Ryan was just being playful. He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't actually doing anything wrong. However, when he was doing the punching, he wasn't actually making any contact. But Roxanne still screamed ouch and called him a woman beater. And then she went into the diary room. The diary room is where basically the contestants, I guess that's what you would call, because it's sort of like a game, will go to vote to decide who they want to come out, or if Big Brother says they want to talk to the person, they'll go into that diary room as well, or if the person, or if the contestant, whatever, wants to go in there as well. So she went in there and she started crying and saying that when he was punching, he made contact, and that he hurt her ribs. And I was thinking to myself, if he really and truly punched her in her ribs, she would have felt that and she would have moved. Because if you know anything about this area here where your ribs are, if someone punches you, you're going to feel it, and it's going to be immensely painful. So for her to sit there and lie and cry and say that my ribs are really hurting me and all this kind of stuff is like absolute madness. Now, tell the truth, the first time I heard about this situation, I thought maybe there was some truth to it, because I have not watched this new season of Celebrity Big Brother, and to be quite honest, I don't really watch Big Brother anymore because it does not really appeal to me. However, I did choose to watch the clips that was shown on the official Celebrity Big Brother Twitter page, and I saw the video and I saw what went on, and I did not understand her complaint. She actually lied, and this is what I'm doing this video for, to discuss the lying. Roxanne, listen to me, yeah. By lying like you did on this man, you were making it 10 times harder for actual victims of domestic violence to come forward and speak about the abuse that their male partners or female partners, because women can lie too, can be abusive too. It just did not sit right with me, the fact that she did that. I mean, if nobody had seen the video, they could have thought that she was telling the truth. But the fact was, you're in Celebrity Big Brother. Obviously, there's videos there. And Big Brother had given Ryan an official warning, which didn't even make any sense because he didn't do anything. However, I do presume that they gave him the official warning just in case there was any kind of lawyers to get involved or whatever. Anyway, they wanted to cover their backs anyway. However, now that that official video has come out and you actually saw the incident and what happened, it's like, Roxanne, you lied through your teeth. Okay, because you was happy, you was talking, you was interacting, but all of a sudden now you go into the Celebrity Big Brother diary room, and now you're trying to say that they actually hurt you and your ribs are really hurting you. Listen, cut the fuckery, because if your ribs had really been hurting you, for one, you would know to say, you know what, Big Brother, I need to leave so I can go to the hospital and get checked out. But did she do that? No. Instead, she just stood there and cried, and she called him a woman beater and said that Ryan punched her, even though he didn't actually physically touch her at all. And even if he did, it was more like a light tap. It was not something that would explain the injuries that she claims she has, and it makes it 10 times harder for people who have actually been victims of domestic violence to come forward, because it's hard for them to believe it's hard for them to be believed anyway, and then you have to make it worse by telling your lies. Are you fucking mad? Because I know from what I read anyway, every time a woman is a victim of domestic violence, people do not believe them. They can see your injuries, and yet they're still not believed. And this whole notion of, oh, it's probably their fault. What did they do? And then you got this woman lying on big television, and now she's come out, now she's done these TV interviews and said, oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to blah blah bullshit. I just can't believe the madness. Like, why never would you tell lies like that? You know that could have ruined Ryan's livelihood. I mean, he's got a daughter to take care of, and she didn't even think about that. She didn't even think about the implication for Ryan's family. She just chose to tell these lies anyway. And this is the thing, like, some women will tell lies. They're the fucking devil, literally. The way they tell lies is absolutely disgusting. Ruining innocent people's lives. Do you know how many men are in jail currently because women have told lies on them? Do you know how many times we've read stories about white women have told lies on black men? Have told lies on black men, said these black men raped them just because the man turned them down, or they had consensual sex, but she didn't want her white boyfriend to find out, so therefore she chose to say, oh, this guy raped her. But just because she didn't want to admit that, just because they don't want to admit that they actually had sex with another man, even though they're in a relationship. And these black men's lives are ruined. And so whether it's a white man, black man, whatever, the lying of women lying on them, I literally cannot stomach that. I can't. Women who lie about shit like this deserve to go to jail for the rest of their fucking life, because that is the only period of time that I can see that will actually fix you. So you can reflect on it constantly, because she's losing endorsements now. She's not gonna be able to get the money that she would have got had she stayed in Celebrity Big Brother, because she actually left because of the whole controversy. She chose to leave on her own. Personally, I think Big Brother should have kicked her asshole ass out, but they didn't do that. No, she chose to leave. So now she's not gonna get the money that she would have got had she stayed. She's losing Instagram endorsements. She's banned. Apparently she's banned from the panto as well. She's just like, she's losing everything. And I'm thinking to myself, is it worth it? And you think going on fucking television, doing some simple little apology, just saying sorry? No, what you need to be doing is doing an actual apology to Ryan. And his family. That's what you need to be doing. Not on TV. Well, actually on TV, but like public, like face-to-face apology. What's the point apologizing on TV when he won't even be able to see it? That's the thing. He won't be able to see it, so that doesn't even make any sense, because he's still in the Celebrity Big Brother house. And you actually saw this other video where he was breaking down in tears. And you can see how distraught he was because of this whole situation. And it was just like, all this because of a lie. And it really pissed me off, because I see women like this lying all the fucking time and ruining men's lives. And it's just like, there is absolutely no need for it. And you knew that you was going to get caught out anyway, because everyone could see that video. Even if they don't watch Celebrity Big Brother, that video has been retweeted multiple times on Twitter. And I presume it's also on Facebook. And I guess it's also on Instagram as well. So for her to sit there and tell those lies and expect not to get caught out is the biggest bullshit I've ever seen in my life. But all I will say is to Ryan and his family, stay strong. You see, her karma's hit her already anyway. And for you, Roxanne, you are a lying fucking devil, okay? You're cunumunu, as the Trinidadians will say. Like, literally, you have absolutely no fucking sense. And you think you can just sit there and ruin people's lives and expect nothing to happen? I'm glad everything that is happening to you now is happening, because you don't deserve absolutely no sympathy. The only person who deserves sympathy is Ryan. Because I'm sure even though he's happy, even though he's slightly back to normal, smiling and stuff in the house, you don't know how it's affecting him inside, because he's just not showing it at the moment. However, when we saw him crying, and you know that's affecting him mentally. And this is the thing, people don't understand how it can impact you emotionally, spiritually, physically, and mentally. And they don't think about that. All they think about, oh, is the light at the time. They don't think about the consequences that come afterwards. So next time, think before you open your mouth to tell a lie, because you don't know who it's going to impact. Okay? So I shall see you on Friday for some more videos. Bye.